What's up, everybody? Welcome to Manifesting Those Podcast, where we're helping people bring their imagination into reality. I am here with Mr. Thaddeus McCallister, an education expert, extraordinaire. I had just gotten some great news about him. I felt like I know him all my life. So look,
Absolutely.
man, welcome, bro.
Thank you for having me, man.
You may have a sip there, take your time.
Okay, appreciate you.
This is all, stress-free zone,
Very cool.
How you been, man?
I've been good, man. I've been good. Thank you for having me. Thank you for doing you. I appreciate this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So tell us, man, where you from?
Man, I'm from Big Spring, Texas, man.
Come on, baby.
Big Spring, Texas.
Come on.
It's a little country town outside of West Texas, man. We love hard.
Yeah.
We play hard.
Yeah.
We work hard.
What is one of your most favorable moments of being in Texas, being that you're still out there?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is one of the most favorable?
Oh man, that's probably too many to even count.
Yeah.
Maybe I could start with either church with my grandma.
Okay. I know about that.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I could start with hanging out with my brothers and my cousins. I met my wife out there.
Wow.
I went to school with my wife. She was way too cool for me. But I did go to school with her. I got her later though.
Yeah.
So man, I've had lots of experiences out there, man, that I'm just proud of and
Wow,
I'm happy about.
I appreciate that, man. That's amazing. Texas, I haven't been there yet. Looking to be there one day,
Yeah, you gotta
and
come visit,
I'm gonna definitely look you up, man, when I get there. I promise.
Yeah. You come on over, man. I'll show you a good time.
Yes, sir.
We'll hang out. We'll have to do another podcast from home.
You already know, man.
Let's
yes,
get
sir.
it.
Look, it don't look like it, but I do like to eat. I like to. I mean,
It
I
don't
love
look
to
like it at all.
I love to eat, man. I promise you that, man. So tell me, what got you started into the educational field? Because you are into education.
I am.
Okay.
And I'd be lying if I told you I set out to be an educator. That'd be a bold-faced lie, man. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coming up in West Texas, I didn't have a lot of professional examples.
Gotcha.
I had examples of how to work hard. You know what I'm saying? My mom taught me how to go get it, really.
Yeah.
But as far as having like professional examples that I could look up to as a kid, I really didn't have those. And so really, man, my thought process was I was really going to prison at a young age, you know what I'm saying? Or ended up in the graveyard, in a moment of complete transparency, there were times of suicide as early as 12 years old,
Wow.
So to say that I even thought about life past 23 years old, man, it would be a lie. So it's a blessing from God that I'm doing what I'm doing now. And, I really feel like I'm playing with house money right now because I shouldn't be here, So I had a good teacher, though. I did have a good teacher. Her name's Mrs. Hall. Shout out, Miss Hall.
Shout out, Miss Hall, yeah.
Man, she loved me hard. When I messed up in her class, she didn't really get on to me too much. She brought me to the side. She told me what I did wrong. She helped me out. I don't remember too much of what she taught me, but I remember it was all love every time I stepped in her class.
Wow. Bro.
So I think whenever I went to college, they asked me, what are you going to be? And I was like, I guess a teacher? I don't know.
Yeah.
The only reason I went to college really, man, is it was 4 years I wasn't going to have to go to prison. So.
Wow, man. Any major in your educational field with college?
So yeah, I majored in, it's called the Bachelor's of Science,
Okay.
but it's really health and physical education, right? So PE. I went to Eastern New Mexico University. I came back home and I did my master's online. And then I went and got my doctorate in 2021 from Lamar University.
Amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yo, give it up, y'all, And wow. And so you decided to, after obviously you had a beautiful teacher who seen something in you.
Absolutely.
You probably didn't know, about even yourself, but they knew that there was a light, there was a hope, and there was something in there,
Yeah.
And wow, man, to be able to contemplate suicide is a big thing,
Yeah.
A lot of us I've come up in the Red Hook projects, Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
The 80s were crazy, my mom and I, we lived on the first floor. We used to always have to duck bullets, that would go through the window, or hope that it would not go through the window. You feel what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
So I totally understand, about the mental thought system, and some of the things that we have to face in life that will steer us and gear us into another area, in life but we have people who love us enough that will save us from that moment.
Absolutely.
And will allow for us to rebound and find some light, find some hope,
Absolutely.
So man, kudos to you for that, for even just staying strong, bro.
You too, man.
Thank you,
man.
Appreciate that,
hey,
man.
We still here, right?
We still here, bro. Come on, baby. So tell us, so how did you sort of gear toward the educational field, and what made you to want to hone in on children and pursue?
Yeah, no. So I had a bunch of little brothers coming up, man. And we always did stuff like workout, you know, or I'm putting them through football drills and stuff like that. And so really education was really an avenue to get to be able to coach and stuff, you know. And so I was real big in sports coming up too. And so I guess really just the coaching aspect of it. I taught for 3 years in the classroom, and my wife got sick. She got diagnosed with lupus. Her health started deteriorating real fast. And so I was either gonna have to go to an oil field, or I was gonna have to find some kind of way to make some more money. So, man, I was working 3-4 jobs at the time. I was going to school, getting my master's, and it was like something's gonna have to break, man. So God blessed, opened up some doors. I ended up getting an opportunity to go be an assistant principal, and overnight I went from working 3 or 4 jobs to 1 job, chilling, getting to come home with my family. You know what I'm saying? My wife didn't have to work. It was a really nice situation, really great blessing, man. Shout out Odessa, Texas, and Mr. Marcus for giving me an opportunity. But really, man, you know, it's just one door opening after another, you know, and really before the doors open, it was really like a trial or a test before the door opened, you know what I'm saying? It would get really hard, and then there'd be a blessing. And then it'd get real hard again, and then there'd be another blessing. You know, side note, things are really hard right now.
Right.
So, I'm like, come on, God, where's that, man?
Absolutely, man.
You know, but,
absolutely. Ask you, what allowed for you to decide, you know, to take on a principal role, man? Like, you know, who get that particular opportunity to become a, were you teaching first?
I was teaching.
Okay.
And then I became an assistant principal.
Okay.
And the only reason I went to become an assistant principal, bro, is because my wife got sick and I needed to make some more money.
Right.
But once I became an assistant principal, my eyes got open, and I was like, oh, well, what can I do? Like, I mean, I just got a $20,000 pay raise like that. Bro. I mean,
what?
Yeah. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. And so after that, man, I stopped putting a cap on myself, you know. And so I started looking for my first principal job.
Wow.
And you know, I think it was divine intervention. One day I just woke up and I was like, I think I'll start a charter school. I hadn't even really heard of the word charter school. Can't tell you where it came from or nothing, man. But
wow, bro.
I got blessed to get into this incubator program out of Texas. They paid me a whole year just so I could start the school.
Wow.
So I'm really pleased with the Texas educational system right now.
Wow.
And now, you know, August 2025, we'll be opening our doors to 7th, 8th, and 9th graders in Big Spring, Texas.
Y'all give it up, man. Give it up.
Yeah,
this is and this is the thing that I wanted him to say, you know, because again, I know a lot of times I don't want to put the horse before the cart and tell you all your business stuff like that. But bro, congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate
it's an honor to be sitting next to someone who is not only an entrepreneur but a founder, in the educational system, doing it really, really big for a community. Giving hope to people who may not even have that hope. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, I'm close to tears. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, man. And I'm gonna tell you, and because of your humility, you would never ever know, bro. Let me know when you open up the 3rd school.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because that's not, the way that you are, brother, it's an amazing, and listen, man, I want for people to know exactly how to find you, where to look you up. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely. And to be able to stay, and to follow your journey,
Absolutely.
Let me ask you a question. For those of them who are parents, in the educational field, because you've been an assistant principal, been a principal, now on the way to being a founder, opening up a school,
yes, sir.
What were some of your experiences like, as far as the parents were concerned, different areas? We have all different upbringings. Yeah. We do come up with certain parents who might not be too likable. What would be your remarks on, how to deal with people?
Yeah. No, that's a great question. That's a great question. I appreciate you asking that. In a moment of transparency, truth be told, I'm probably one of those parents that the principal don't like when, what I'm saying? When I come through the door, they probably not happy with me.
Here we go, Mr. McCallister's here again.
Yeah, because we love our babies, we don't want nobody messing up on them,
Right.
But I've had the opportunity to sit on both sides of the seat on that, right? Yes. So, I got to be the principal with mad parents coming in, and I got to be the mad parent coming in, talking to the principal.
Absolutely.
And I think the bit of advice that I would give to any parents or principals, for this matter, I think this would be for both parties, is to remember that you both love the kid, and even though you might not see things the same way, we still got to work together for the best benefit of the kid. Where we start getting in trouble at is where the kid thinks oh, well, the principal ain't got my best interest at heart, or the principal starts thinking, well, this parent don't care about their kid. You know, nah, parents care about their kids, and so does your principal if they're a good principal.
That's
they ain't
right.
so naive to know that, you know, some people don't be messing up out there, you know.
Absolutely.
And so I would say, first and foremost, we got to keep the main thing the main thing. The kid is the main thing.
Yes, sir.
Besides our feelings, and know that we got to work together to be able to make a decision that's best on the child's behalf. The next thing that I would say is to principals, the parents right, regardless. Parents right, man.
Yeah,
you got to remember that your job is to co-parent with co-parent for the kid on the parent's vision for the kid.
That's amazing.
Right?
Oh man. Oh, that's big.
And so,
that's big. Wow.
We got to make sure that you know we're there to provide a service. And whether or not you're sitting in that seat, that parent and that kid are going to be at that school.
Yes. Yes.
So it's not about you at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And so parents, you go advocate for your kid. It's the principal's job to calm you down.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's the principal's job to deal with whatever your problem is.
Wow.
And so if you got a good principal, they'll work to help you out and show them some love. Like, don't be so hard on them. If they trying to help you out, you know, I got one rule. Here's my rule with dealing with a mad parent. I will ensure you're right one time, as long as it's within my realm. Now, kid brings a gun to school or something like that, I can't help that. You know what I'm saying? I can't help that. But if it's within my rounds and the parent believes,
Man, I can't.
the parent believes they're right and they got a better way of handling the situation.
Yeah.
The first time, I will do whatever the parent wants.
Wow.
Now, if that don't fix the problem,
Yeah. Come on.
now it's my turn.
Yeah.